speed metal 2. There's the road gap. That's a huge gap.
It's gonna be like Mexico in California, baby.
But with like minimal budget. Hey guys, we're out here in Adelanto right now. We're gonna be filming an episode on Speed Metal 2. So we're gonna show you guys the new course. We're gonna show you guys the moto course. We're gonna show you guys hopefully a drift layout. John's here. There he is right there. Nelson's here. Evan's here. Stay tuned for some important Speed Metal info. Let's go.
So first thing about the new layout is it's gonna be very similar to last year, but it's gonna start on the street.
Taking it to the streets.
It's gonna be like Mexico in California, baby.
But with like minimal budget. Like we might have like a flag, maybe some happy birthday balloons. Oh, Terra crew, you guys are so big, you have a lot of money. Actually, no. We don't. You guys will be lucky to get some birthday balloons, hopefully maybe Spider-Man. We'll see what people don't pick up at Party City that morning.
And the other thing is too, is we want to go backwards. So we can do something that's very score-like, where we go backwards. We flip it every year.
Okay.
So if we go backwards.
So when you say go backwards, what do you mean, like run the course backwards?
Run the course backwards. So the opposite way that we ran it last year. So you would start on the street, go south, and then hop on to the dirt, and then get in to the course, and then you'll finish on the north side of the course from last year. So okay. I believe if we're coming off the street, this is where we would dive in.
This is that tight turn that a lot of you guys remember. And this year, obviously, we're making a right-hand turn around it, not a left-hand turn.
So it should actually be a little bit safer because the entry is closer to the Joshua Tree. Last year that you're kind of exiting. So you're coming around the turn, railing. It's tight. So it's tight for even for a smaller truck. And when you're exiting, if you're drifting around this turn, you're kind of facing the Joshua Tree. But coming in backwards, it should actually be better.
Also, if you overshoot it, as you see, there is some mattresses here just in case to absorb.
There are mattresses over here that can absorb your fall. And we'll utilize a lot that's going to be adjacent to the camping. And that'll have some more gnarly stuff in it. So like maybe a couple jumps, a couple nice big firmed out turns. So if you have a better truck than a Sketchy Dudes class truck, then you should be able to send it pretty good. And that's where all your friends and family will be watching you guys. So, little by little, every year, we're going to try and up this thing until the big goal, you guys, at, 5 years from now, is that this is like a 3-day event. So we have like rally cars, and we have drifting, we have moto, we have freestyle, we have concerts every night, all that kind of stuff. So,
that sounds like a little slice of heaven.
Every year we try to add in, we're going to try to add in a little bit more, or change things up a little bit until we kind of get a really good formula. And then we build on top of that formula.
So we're thinking maybe cross here because the road's going to be closed down there by the building. And it's going to be closed down there by the sign. Cross here. I'm thinking maybe even just enter through here. Maybe enter down there. Gotta figure that out. But this year, we're going to be building the jump, hopefully here, crossing here, and you guys can see that there. Vendors are going to be on this side this year instead of the drift, ideally. Haven't got approval yet, but it's kind of what we're thinking. All right, everybody. So this year, we're actually having spectating on the side of where we had camping. So we had this part of the course closed off last year. It wasn't part of the course, but this year we're going to be incorporating it. For people to drive through, for families to see other family members drive through that stuff, see your friends, everybody. It's basically going to be alongside this line right here. We're going to have, all spectating along this. So we're bringing the desert course from across the road. We're going to cross the road since we rented the street out. We're good. And then we're going to do this inside portion. Let me show you. So to give a perspective, if you were last year, there's the stadium. This is where everybody was parking, all of that side. And then all of this right here is going to be spectating, and we're going to run the course through here so people get to see everybody go by. We build like a nice optional jump, and we're going to have the whoop section. Also, the thrash metal course was on the other side, and we would jump the other road. Ideally, this year we're going to be jumping this road so everybody can see it, and then building another really rad whoop section for everybody to appreciate.
crossing jump will actually be bigger because this road is like 3 lanes when the other road on the other side's 2.
Yeah.
So it'll be a bigger gap.
Bigger gap, may not be as high as last year, but it's going to be a bigger jump, I think, in distance. So to give you guys perspective again, that's where the motorhomes are. This is the section that was closed. It's going to be open this year, and then everybody's going to be able to spectate from this line right here. So good stuff. There's a road gap. That's a huge gap.
Massive. Sometimes they say huge. Not a bad one.
Let's go show the moto and kind of what we're thinking with drift.
Okay.
Before we hop into drift with John, Nelson, Terra Moto Crew extraordinaire, is going to show us the mini bike section. Let's go get it. Doubles. Can we ride together like Harry and Lloyd?
Good.
Yay! Yeah, that's scary. So hey guys, we got some feedback from some of our friends that were riding last year. Nelson's gonna go over all of those corrections to the track that we're gonna do. We're gonna have some sections groomed out a little more friendly for 110s. And I should just give it to my boy to take it away.
All right, so me and Casey came out here earlier today, and Evan.
Yeah, I was here.
Yeah, Evan helped out too. So last year the course was over there somewhere.
Over there.
And it was like pretty flat. Everyone told us I was like pretty flat and there wasn't like much going on. So now there's this course over here. This was here last year, but we just thought this would work better over there. We're gonna use this course, which is already here. So it's gonna be a lot tighter. We're gonna have more jumps. It's gonna be more like an actual pit bike track, not just like wide open space. So this is gonna be the finish line jump. We're thinking about doing like a 3-pack of jumps right there, like big jumps where you can like do some freestyle and stuff, whatever. And then yeah, it's gonna be a lot more like a pit bike track compared to last year. We're gonna have more riding this year, a couple of different sessions, a race, and we're gonna put together a trophy. Yeah, and I'm sure we'll have like prizes and stuff for people too. But yeah, guys, this year is going to be a lot better. Casey helped design the track, and we're going to have Sean Fogel bring all our ideas to life. And I'm sure he's going to put his own twist on it too. So yeah, it's going to be sick. Get ready. A lot better than last year, guys. We listened to all your feedback. So yeah, it's going to be sick. So we're going to build this into a tabletop.
This right here?
Yeah, this guy. It's gonna be this way. And then we're gonna go into this turn.
Oh, right there.
We'll go through here. So this right here is gonna be the finish line jump. From here to here. It's not gonna be like this. We're gonna make it more of like a tabletop. But you should be able to like throw some like fat whips off of here.
Like for people to kind of mess around on too while there's no race?
Yeah, well, so we want to do that too, like how Cody said.
Yeah.
But we want to build that over there. So he suggested doing like a 3-pack of jumps where they can just walk around on, like throw some whips, some tricks and stuff.
Okay.
So we're gonna do that over there. Because also too, it's gonna be close to like all the spectators too.
Yeah.
So they can watch and stuff. Yeah, and then we'll go around here. I don't know, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, that's okay. Just changes. We're gonna use this part of the course. Last year it was all over there, but now we're changing some stuff up to where it's spectator friendly and mini moto friendly.
So this right here is going to be a pretty big jump. So right here is it's a really big sweeping turn, and then let's go into a really big double. And we want to make the landing very long, so you can boot it, so you can go pretty far. We'll get rid of that hump right there. So like as soon as you land, it's just like a straight shot, and then it'll go into that berm right there.
That's the sweeping turn he was talking about.
Yeah.
Coming off of this.
Yeah, then we'll jump into here, get into the wash.
Rad.
And from there, we'll go into. So you see that mounted dirt over there?
Yeah.
And you see how there's like a wash?
Yeah.
We're gonna talk to Sean about making that a double.
Okay.
There'll be an option line for people, you know, who don't want to hit it.
Right.
But for like
Possibly.
guys,
Yeah.
people that hit it, that'll be pretty sick.
Tight. Nelson, anything to tell the people about registration or anything?
I don't know.
Tell them to do it.
Okay, do it, and then also too keep in mind, all of this is gonna get graded. Like all these weeds and stuff, like on the track, they're not gonna be there. It's gonna look sick.
Sick.
Thank you.
Go sign up.
Please sign up.
You got this. All right, guys. So we're with John right here. So as you guys remember, this is how our course was last year. It was here. You could probably cut to an aerial shot of that. You guys can check it out real quick. John had the idea of utilizing this section, the Bravo Burger side, and basically, ideally, there's a few options here if we get approved by the city. So ideally, option A is Bravo Burger drift side. We'll see, just to change it up. That's one thing we always try to do every year is, you know, change things every year. Like we've been doing this for years. It's freaking second year. But that's our goal, is to always like bring something new. So every year you want to sign up and you want to be here to experience whatever we're doing. So ideally, we thought of something in this direction. John, what were you thinking?
I think one of the biggest issues we had last year was with like wait times to go driving. It was hot. There was no run groups, so like at any given time you had maybe like 30 cars waiting in line.
Yeah.
I don't like doing that, so I imagine no one else likes doing that. So first thing is if we can have a layout where we can start cars and send them down before the lap is finished, that'd be cool. On this side, the entire run had to be done before we sent the next group of cars down, so that slowed things down. That's like the main priority, I guess, just like letting things flow a little quicker. As far as the layout, I think it's not going to be as much as like a pinch for speed. I think it'll be more of like a flowy kind of layout, but I'll try to make it a little technical for those that want to drive it that way. But I mean, anytime you set out a course, people will kind of figure out their own thing. So I guess just having it make sense for everybody, because there's a lot of different styles of driving, lots of different cars coming out. So it's kind of like a nice happy middle ground for everyone.
You had like a certain type of layout for this. You had mentioned like a track you were thinking.
Yeah, so one track that I've been driving a lot online recently has been Nico. And like Nico isn't the most like gnarly course, but it's a really fun course for like fun tandems and stuff like that. So
that we might be able to translate some elements of that into this.
Right, yeah. So there's like some core elements that make that course what it is that I would like to incorporate into the layout over here. Yeah, and just pending approval with the space that we get, we'll try to figure out as close as we can. But you know, I've told James, like any space, any little block of space that we get, we can figure it out. So
get as creative as possible. So ideally, that's option A. And then once we get approval, there are different variations that we can do for that layout. Option B is we return back to this side, but we still do another type of layout, maybe entering from the other direction instead of a left-hand turn.
Yeah, last time we had like a right kink to a left turn. Maybe this time we'll do like a left kink to a right turn. There's like a pretty cool curb over there that you can kind of drift against, and that's
alongside that. So
it's a lot better than drifting against like water barriers with people behind it. So
yeah,
that might be an option. I mean, I can really see no way where this like turns out to be a total bummer. I mean, anything that we can figure it out, or any option we get, we'll figure it out. So
we are limited on space with drifting, and unfortunately, there's so many people interested, and we're so extremely grateful for that. And there's so many different driving levels that are interested in, but we're trying to keep it really tight, just because.
Sorry if we don't get back to you.
Yeah, there's a lot of people kind of hitting us up, and it is kind of overwhelming, and it sucks because we want to make sure that the drivers that we've worked with originally in the past will be able to register. So I don't want anybody to get discouraged for coming out. Terra Crew is still going to be hosting some really cool events, hopefully with John over this summer, hopefully into the fall with Drift. So stay tuned for that. We're going to have events where everybody can come out, all skill levels, probably at Apple Valley Speedway, and then we want to do something here again this summer with trucks and some drift cars at night. But stay tuned for that. That's a talk for another day. That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, this is not a all skill levels event. It's more like an exhibition thing. So like,
exactly.
If we don't get back to you, it's because, I mean, don't take it personal. We're just trying to. There's people here that it's a spectators event.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that it's people that know how to drive, by themselves, people that know how to, that are comfortable driving.
People that
in groups.
you've witnessed driving,
Exactly.
people that you guys have driven with.
Yeah.
It's such a massive community. Think off-road times 50, dude. It's massive, right? So there's a lot of people that can drive in different levels, and then this type of style that John likes and I like is a little different. It's not bad. It's not offensive to anybody else. It's just that style, and that's kind of the stuff we want to showcase. I don't mean to be digging my ditch, but this is kind of what it is. So it's very minimal. When I say minimal, we're talking like 30 cars, and I think we're like at 30 cars.
Yeah, we'll
pretty
have to,
pretty much. But
as it gets bigger, maybe we can have 2 choruses or something.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Ideally, it would be really cool for us to run like a Matsuri, right? Like
Matsuri style,
yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I mean, who knows? Maybe that still might be an option. But yeah, all right, guys.
Cool, thank you.
All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this little informational episode. We beat ourselves by double the time. This time 2 weeks before. Speed metal, not just one. So we have, here's the main points. Reverse desert course, awesome. We're gonna have some modifications to the mini moto side. We're gonna try to get some mini moto jumps in the spectator area. Spectator area is now in front of the camping area. Ideally pending approval on switching the layout of drift to the Bravo Burger side. If that doesn't work, we're gonna do it on the other side. With modifications. And ideally, where the drift section was last year will be all the vendors and all that good stuff. Camping, kids 12 and under are free, lots of food, awesome vendors, great trucks on display, great drift cars, bring a helmet, maybe get a ride. I don't know. We'll see what happens. New road jump, great stuff. Truck show. Anything else?
Bring a chair. Oh, that's my hand. Bring a chair and prepare to walk. If it's a big facility and it's gonna be nice and spread out, so be prepared to walk around.
Bring
Bring water.
But we'll have
food vendors here, plenty for you guys to choose from. Bring a chair if you guys want to come out and spectate either the drift side or the dirt side. It should be a really good time, you guys. Like I said before, we're always going to try to improve and make the events that we bring to you guys better every year. Last year we had a really good turnout and a really good foundation set. So this year we just build on that foundation, right? And just make it better and better.
Porta potties.
And porta potties, yes, we'll have porta potties.
So
porta potties this year, sponsored by our homies over at Alloy Armor. You get to go and polish your turd or whatever their marketing is for the Porta Johns. But
and then Baja Designs, thanks to them for being a title sponsor.
A huge thanks to all of our sponsors. Our title sponsors, Baja Designs and S-Pod, Down South Motorsports, Weston, Super Winch, Status, PRP, and that's it.
And we just got word we're gonna have Pro Eagle, Sparko, Buggy Whip,
Pro Eagle, Sparko,
Dirt
Buggy
King.
Rip, Dirt King will be out here. The vendor list is growing. Pro Eagle's going to do like a pit crew challenge kind of thing. You guys go to their booth and do like a pit crew challenge. I'm sure you'll have prizes for winners and stuff like that. So plenty of stuff for you guys to do. Bring your walking shoes, bring a chair, and have a good time, man.
Yes.
Sick.
Yes.
Yes.
Sign up, baby.
Sign up.
Is Black Beauty gonna be here?
Maybe.
Dang, yeah.
Black Beauty might be here running in the Sketchy Dude class, so you can line up with
why
Black
don't
Beauty.
we have Black Beauty be like the safety truck to like check the cars?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Really
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe we should run Black Beauty, dude. That would be so hard. We should. Why not?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't see why not.
We all take turns.
Pump up the tire.
Yeah. I just gotta literally just inflate a tire. Oil's fine. Don't mind that clicking noise in the motor. We're fine.
Inflate the tire.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Subscribe, link, comment, all that crap. We love you. We'll see you out at Speed Metal next week.
Yeah.